So on this year's exciting episode of Christmas Dinner with Dave, it's a little chilly in the forest, so I have brought my winter chili hat with me. So this is a brand new spot, brand new fire pit. This one's never been used, so I'll have to see how this works out. I might have to change up my grill set up there, but I will get set up, get a decent fire going, and I'll get back to you as soon as we've got some heat, because it's currently about -10, -12, and it's a little chilly with no gloves. The first fire ever lit in this fire pit. Right, there it is, getting going. So now I need to concentrate on what I'm doing and actually get this fire going, because like I was just saying, it's currently minus bloody cold. So let's set that up like that, stop messing around. Get some fire going here. Should be enough small stuff, I think. I did bring my spade with me today and dug out as much of the snow as was possible. So we will get some of these slightly larger bits going in here as soon as possible. Like I say, it's currently -10, -12, something like that. That's a nice small bit. Right, this stuff, oh, on my comfy chair today. This stuff, it doesn't tend to burn for long. It burns hot, and I got a lot of it. So hopefully that'll do the trick. I've got to get a different fire grate. I've noticed my grill goes across here. Not quite wide enough for the whole thing, so I put my toasty fork across there today just to give it a bit of extra support there, but we shall see how that works. Oh yeah, now we got some fire. Let me just turn it around that way a little touch. There we go, now we got fire. Yeah, very important to make sure you got decent heat, especially out somewhere like this when it's cold. This is my winter hat, my Christmas hat. Christmas Dinner with Dave. See? It's actually very good because you can just fold the top up. It's not what I'd call a good bushcraft hat, but hey, it works. It's Christmas. What the heck? Christmas hat. Oh yeah, she's going good in there now. We're warming everything through. Oh, that is so good. I'm so glad these guys put these open front fireplaces in. A lot of them, they just put the continuous steel ones, and they're not very good, because yes, you can build a good fire in them, but you don't get any directional heat, which is why my chair is here, because I need, in this weather, I need directional heat. What I need actually is a footrest like that. That'd be absolutely perfect, but I don't have a footrest. I did look around see if I could find a log that I could put my feet on, but I can't see any small logs. There's some longer ones. There's a longer one over there. I might drag that over there in a bit. But as it stands, Merry Christmas everybody. I'm going to get a good raging fire going in here, get some good embers going, and then we'll have plenty of heat. Cook me up some lunch. Right, I'll get back in a bit. That's probably a better angle. Let's chuck a couple of those in there. Don't need to worry about splitting wood anymore. That piece can go in. Yeah, the good thing with burning this stuff, like I say, it's a little far away from the fire actually. Oh, that's better. You may not think that actually 6 inches to a foot makes a difference. I can assure you it does when it's minus 10, minus 12, whatever it is today. It's minus bloody cold, I know that much. I'm almost tempted to put some gloves on. Almost. It's not quite glove weather yet. Yeah. We get some good heat going in here. I got boxes and boxes. I've got some big chunks of wood in there too. Once those things get going. But I need to defrost all the snow out the bottom. Once I've got all the snow out the bottom of the fire can here, then we'll be good. Like I say, I'm just warming up this grill piece here. So I need to modify that. It needs to be a better design. It'll work for what I got planned today, that's for sure. Some bigger chunks. Warm that up. Oh, hello. Arm fell off my chair. That's no good. My chair is armless. Totally armless. Yeah. Yeah. The Christmas jokes don't get any better, I'm afraid. Yeah. Oh. One day somebody would invent a camera that you can smell things, you can feel things. I'm sure that day will come. There's no reason why it can't. The technology is probably available somewhere. Just going to put this down, keep my ears warm because my ears are cold. So, yeah, not the most camouflaged of bush hats, but it works. Yeah, I have to say they rebuilt a lot of this in here, and they made a damn good job of it. All the trails and that down through there, they rerouted all that lot, so that's good. Yeah, I don't anticipate there being a lot of people out here today since it's Christmas. Yeah, Christmas Day 2023. I did a similar video last year, Christmas Dinner with Dave 2022. That was in a completely different location. But that has one of the fire pits that has the solid front. But all of these that they've put in here have the open fronts, and whoever made that decision, well done. You finally got it right. That is the best solution ever. Yeah. Oh, I can feel my feet, they're warm. That heat's coming through there, it'll melt the snow off there in a minute. Oh yeah. That is nice. Yep. And this is how I do Christmas. Well, I just found a footrest. That is much better. Oh yeah, I'll take that. You wouldn't believe the difference just getting your feet out the snow. It's very important if you're out and about, you're doing any of this stuff and you have to stop. Get your feet out the snow. I've got some firewood here, I can put a log on it. I've been out in places before now, even with winter boots on. Minus 30, minus 40. You don't want to be standing in snow, it'll actually suck the heat right out of you. So what I've done in those situations is I've actually cut a couple of small logs. Trust me, cutting logs with a saw when the wood's minus 30, that's a little bit extra work. But just cut a couple of logs and stand on them just to keep out the snow. I can tell you it makes a big difference. You wouldn't think it does, but it does. Yeah. Just having my feet up out of the snow there now. Oh, this is luxury. This is like having one of those recliner chair things. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. We're going to get some good coals in the bottom of there. This is the first fire that's been lit in this fire pit. These are all brand new, just been installed. So this is the first fire in this fire pit ever. Yeah, Christmas 2023. I'm absolutely certain that I will come back to this location many times, because it's a great spot, that's for sure. Yeah. Not a bad view either. Yeah. Can't see much through the trees, but there's some mountains over that way. Can't see much through the trees, but it's a different location than my normal filming locations. One of my sites that I go to is about 6 kilometers. What would that be? Southwest, I guess. Yeah, 6 kilometers southwest of here, and but the snow is a little deep. There's a foot to 2 foot of snow here. So that's a little deep to be wandering out there in this weather. Yeah, so I don't have my snowshoes with me. I just have normal boots. So, so as soon as I have a great bed of coals in there, I'm going to get me some food going. Interesting setup for food, I think, today. So we'll see how that works. Yeah. Until then, I'm going to enjoy the fire. Even my axe is cold, so I've got the axe sitting there warming up. Get some heat in here. That would be good. Whew. It's not as warm as you might think. Yep. That's okay though. That'll warm through pretty good. Like I say, once I get a decent bed of something hot in the bottom there, that'll be good. Starting to melt the snow away from the can there, so must be getting some heat in the metal. Yeah. A little bit of wind. Let's listen to the wind. Oh. I haven't got any Christmas gloves. I have orange gloves. That's almost Christmassy. Yeah, but I don't have any Christmas gloves. Well, I'll take that for heat though. Oh boy, that's good. Yep. This has to be a better way of doing Christmas, you know. You see all these people rushing off out. Yesterday, I popped into my local co-op on the way home. Oh my God. I have never seen the parking lot that full. It was absolutely slammed. Even the bit at the top that nobody ever parks in was completely full. Never seen so many cars in there. Not ever. Yeah. Now the sun's hitting the mountains. We're getting a bit of downwind coming off the mountains here. You can hear it in the trees. Yeah. Gonna be a good day. I've got a lot of firewood to use. I've got boxes. I've got like 3 boxes of firewood with me today. Yeah, I have an abundance of that stuff, and I keep using up as much as I can. But yeah, what I've done is I put a log in there. I found some wood in one of the other fire pits over there that some people have been using, partially burnt. So I thought I'll finish burning it. Yeah, that's good. Too warm. Somebody asked me the other day whether my axe was a genuine Fiskars. It is. It's an old one. Had that a while. This thing was the new one. I think is called the X7. I think this one is reasonably sharp. It's reasonably sharp. It's not bad. It's more for splitting wood. See, it's more for this kind of crap. I don't want to be shaving with it. There are people out there with axes you can shave with no problem. That axe is not one of them. Yeah. Most of that snow's gone out the bottom of there now. There ain't a lot left in there. Whatever's in there is just melting out real fast. When you got snow in the bottom of a fire like that, it tends to cool it down pretty quick. You'd be surprised how quick it does. All that water's got to go somewhere. So all that cool water vapour is coming up through the fire and it cools the fire. So quicker you can burn that crap out of there. That's why I put a whole bunch of that small stuff in there to start, just to get rid of the cold. You'd be surprised the difference it makes. I might actually, since I've got my spade with me, clear a bit of that. The reason you do that is because as this melts, this will all turn into ice around here. You don't want to have too much ice around the fire. It can be dangerous. Heat at the front here. Put some smaller bits in here. Get a bit of heat on that front edge there. Right. As anyone knows me, know that if I have my feet up in the front of the fire, it has to be a cup of tea o'clock. Yeah. Right, I'm just waiting for these flames to die down. I'll get some food on. I've just got a can of food down there. Get that sorted. I'm just going to enjoy a very hot cup of tea. Just letting these flames die down. Once they have, I can get my pot on there and get some food going. My pack has suddenly decided it's going to fall over. Oh well. I've got it all set. I bought my toboggan thing with me today. It's just so handy to have a toboggan. You can load up all your stuff on it and just use that to carry all your stuff in. Because let me tell you, wheels ain't no good on the snow. Yeah. Oh, cheers people. Happy cup of tea o'clock. Oh, that is so warm. I could almost touch that fire and I can feel the heat, but if I move back a foot, it's completely different. Oh dear. Let's get this back up there. Warm toes. As I said in one of my other videos, I'm trying out these different socks. And so far, they're pretty good. Not bad at all. Yeah. We'll see how they go. Oh, they're starting to die down a bit. The thing is, once I put food on there, I've got to keep stirring it. Otherwise it'll burn. Don't want burnt food. Yeah, we got some good heat there now. When I came past here the other week, they hadn't put any gravel in the bottom of the fire pits, and I thought, I hope they didn't forget that. Well, they didn't. They came back and done it. So very important to have a good layer of gravel in the bottom here, because you wouldn't believe how many tree roots that are in the ground. It's not unusual if you had like a larch tree or anything around here. I can't see any larch, but if you had larch around here, You get those larch roots burning, they will literally burn from one end of the root, and that's a good way of transporting fire actually if you need to do it. If you can find any larch roots, just make a bundle out of larch roots, light the end of it, blow it into an ember, you can carry that around for some time, let me tell you. Oh, that's good. Right, that's for you. I've built a little impromptu table down here out of a couple of bits of wood. Now, let's get some cooking. Yeah, that should be hot enough now. 1, 2, 3, yeah. If you can keep your hands there for 3 or 4 seconds, I guess. No more than 5. If you can keep your hand there for 5 seconds, it ain't hot enough. So the reason I've put my brace across there is my grill thing that I made is not quite wide enough to go the whole thing without being tippy. So. The only problem with doing this is, as you can see, you get too close to the smoke, the fire, the smoke gets right in your eyes, literally. So. Tastes good. And again, the food that I brought with me is already pre-cooked, so come hell or high water, it doesn't matter. I still have a meal. If I didn't have fire now, if for some reason I couldn't get a fire going, doesn't matter, because I can still eat that. Yeah. Canned food is heavy, I'll give you that, but it's good stuff. I can actually see bubbles in there already. We'll keep stirring that around, I think. And for Christmas dinner this year, we have apparently peppered steak. Apparently, yeah, that's what it said on the can. Yeah, but we shall see. We see how peppered and steaky it is. Yeah, there's some big chunks of meat in there. Ooh. Get away from that smoke. There we go. A little bit of flaming goodness. It's a mix between having enough flame to cook, enough heat to cook, and too much smoke. So once I finish cooking, I don't care how much flame I have in there. She's warming. Yeah, I could do with being a little bit hotter. That'll soon warm up. Ooh, she turned smoky now. Amazing once that flame disappears. I think I showed you guys this the other week, but I will do it again. A friend of mine bought me this. There's a little ferro rod in here, but it's one of those little tubes. Ooh, she's smoky. And she's away again. So if you don't have one of these things, I can tell you, they are so good. Sure where this one came from, but it does have a little scraper on here, little blow tube, absolutely fantastic. That's a good job. Right, I'm going to get this food done, get this fire coked up again, and get some heat there. Come in this side of it. You can see there's some good chunkies in there. Yeah. I think I just saw a piece of pepper. Yeah. There's a little bit of that in there, I think. And that warm through. Looks good. Like I say, this is the best way to do Christmas dinner. It really is. Yeah. Give that a stir. You can see bubbles. As always, whatever stuff you bring with you, make sure you take it home. I've come around this way, so as you can see, the sun is just coming through the trees over there, so that's actually quite nice. I'll take that. That's pretty pleasant. Warming up. Smoke's a pain, eh? Whenever you get near a fire, you create a low pressure around the fire, and hey presto, the smoke comes your way. Bigger bits in the bottom there, I think. Be down that side. Yeah. So try to keep your feet out of the snow if you can. Yeah, she's steaming pretty good. I don't know if that's steam coming out on the camera there. I don't know if you can see that, but she's steaming pretty good. The problem is with a wood fire, it's real easy to get just going way too hot, and then you just burn everything in the bottom of the pan. You don't want that. You want a slow warm. If you've got a decent fire, like if you was having a normal fire on the ground, you can just put your pot on some coals and stuff, so that actually cooks much better. Cooking it like this on one of these stoves takes a little bit more messing around. It works. So whatever works is good. Look at it, that axe handle is literally only, I don't know, maybe a foot from the fire, and it's not even remotely warm. Let's give her a stir up, see how she's doing. Oh yeah, let's start there. Oh yeah, got some heat in there now. I like these little pans, these are good. I bought a whole set of these. They weren't expensive at all. This is the medium-sized pan. There's a big one, and this is the medium-sized pan. But you find this is pretty much the most useful one. The one I take with me most of the time actually is this one. It's slightly smaller. If I'm taking my Ohuhu stove, I take the bigger one because everything fits inside it. Ooh, here comes the wind. I don't know if you can hear that. Where I'm situated catches the wind a little bit. Let me see if I can turn this around and show you where I'm at without knocking my camera over. This is my Christmas view. Yeah, quite nice, eh? Not bad at all. Certainly take that. Yeah, that is not bad at all. My tripod is freezing up on me. Doesn't like it. So let's come back round here. Yeah. Ooh. Face full of heat. I do like my tea. Cannot come out to the mountains without tea. Right. Let's see how we're doing. Sun's nice. Crows are getting a bit antsy. A couple of crows chasing each other around here. Once I've done some food and got rid of some of this firewood here, I might set off on one of the trails here. Yeah. You have to be a little careful down in here. There's a hell of a lot of elk and deer and that down in here, and it's the wrong time of the year. Wrong time of the year to be coming across those guys. They get a bit antsy. Chuck a bit more wood on that. Almost there. I don't want it too hot. When I'm doing soups and stuff, it's very easy to make them too hot. Then you've got to sit and let them cool down. So you might as well make it the right temperature to start with. So, yeah. I can actually warm up a touch. Yesterday I was out and about. I did a video yesterday. I was just around in Calgary there. Get off of that. I was wandering around Calgary, and the difference in the sun, once you're in the sunshine, it's just so much nicer. And it's the same here. Once that sun, it's just halfway up the bank here, give it an hour. Yeah, give it an hour and I should be in the sunshine. So that'll be good. Yeah. My food is warming through just nice. Like I say, I want it hot, not burning around. Yeah. Yeah. I reckon that it's hot enough. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just about perfect. That's how you do Christmas dinner. Toast on. Very nice. That is excellent. I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch me boil soup. So I will switch this off for a second and get back to you. Alright, put that back on there for a bit of a reheat. Yep. Trouble because it's -10. You'll be surprised how quickly when you take something off the fire. You'll be surprised how quickly that gets cold. You don't want that. Chuck another little chunky of wood in the bottom there. Whew. Gee hot. Ah, nice view though. Just sitting here watching the world go by. Clouds, a little bit of cloud over the mountains, not much. Yep. Don't want too much cloud out there. Too much cloud over the top of the mountains there can mean that we've got some strong winds coming. We don't want strong winds. Right, I'm going to finish up my soup, get back into my... Right, that's the soup done. That's very nice. I'm just warming up some water in there and some snow just to so I can do the dishes. Just take a scoop of nice clean snow. But in the meantime, I'm going to sit and enjoy another cup of tea. Look at that. And enjoy that. This is the other good reason for coming out places like this on Christmas Day. I mean, there's not many people come here anyway, but on Christmas Day I saw, once I turned off the main road, I didn't see any cars actually. But, quite a lot of traffic on the main road, I'll give it that, but not quite sure where they're all going. Mountains I guess, but whatever. It always amazes me there's so many people driving around on Christmas Day. You think they'd be at home doing something. Yeah. It's a good day to be out in the mountains though, I tell you. Yeah, if you don't need to be at home full of family and all that kind of stuff, get out in the mountains on Christmas Day because there ain't nobody else there. It's brilliant. Yeah. You can do some of the most popular trails in the mountains and not see another single solitary person. That's great. Oh, gotta warm these feet up. Because I've been doing the soup, I've been stood in the snow over there a bit. I put a couple of bits of wood on the ground that I could stand on, just to keep my feet out of there, but it's still cold on the boots. Don't want cold feet. Looks like my snow's melting. Once I finish my tea, I will get my dishes done. Always a good idea, make sure you wash them up. You don't want to be carrying stuff home. I've got the can. Please don't leave cans and stuff laying in fires because they don't burn. You know, I'm taking my can home. I've got it in a sealed Ziploc inside another Ziploc inside my pack to minimise food smells. And that's going home. It'll get washed out and put in the recycling. I can chuck it in the garbage, but it's better if it's in the recycling. There's a chance it'll get recycled then. Oh dear. Oh, that's good. That is really good. Yeah. That is the best way to drink tea. Cheers, people. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. This was full of snow. This will give you an idea. I see people making videos, bushcraft videos, and you see them scoop up one scoop of snow and then they boil it up and they've got 2 litres of water. That is not how it actually works in the real world. Yeah. In the real world, this was full of snow. Right. In the real world, I'll show you. Yeah. Just let that water melt. So to be fair, to make sure it's all melted, this was full of snow. The snow we get here doesn't have a huge amount of water content in it. In the middle of winter when it's -20, it can snow like crazy. But to melt a litre of water, to fill that in winter with water, I would probably have to fill that 3 or 4 times with snow, easily 3 or 4 times with snow. So when you see these people making these videos and they just put a pile of snow in it and the next minute you know they got a 2 litre of water or a litre of water, that is, jays have turned up now. Too late guys. Yeah. Already had my food. Go away. Nothing here for you. Right, so give you an idea. If you can see that very well on there, let's have a look. Right, so that is how much water you get. This was full. Yeah. So you see these people making these videos, you know, a little bit of snow and what have you, and away you go. So, you want to get rid of as much of this as you can. Very important to do your dishes. Now in the summer, if I've got a nice creek flowing near me or a nice river, I can just dunk that in there and away you go. See where your spoon comes in. This is what I was saying about having a fire that's too hot. You're cooking, see you get that flakes on there pretty good, eh? Yeah, oh, we are getting there. Christmas dishes. Now most people today will spend 3 or 4 hours cooking a meal, or rather the wife will, that's what usually happens. She'll end up spending 3 or 4 hours cooking a meal. Everybody will sit down and eat it. That'll take 20 minutes, half an hour, and then they'll spend the rest of the afternoon cleaning dishes. And it's me, I just got to do this. Just try and get these as clean as you can. When I get these home, I give them a proper cleaning. Cleaning your gear, having clean gear, it's very important. That's one thing in the military. When you when you think it's a pain in the arse, they're always going on about cleaning this, cleaning that, cleaning this, cleaning that. And you don't realise how important that is. Almost done. Well, that's certainly clean enough to take home. So that's good. And that's how you want your dishes. If your dish doesn't look like that before you take it home, then it's not clean enough. Yeah. Right. I'm going to stoke this fire right up because I need some more embers, because I have sausage rolls next. As you can see, that's a little smoky. I have to swap the battery up. Anybody who uses these GoPros, you know, I have a whole bag of batteries here. Always try to keep those as warm as you can. Yeah. And my sausage roll has been warming up over here. I bought a couple of these with me today. And I have this one. This one's warming up. Woo. Smoky, smoky. I just chucked a whole bunch more wood in there. And I've lost my flame for a bit. So. Once the flame comes back, the smoke will disappear, so that's good. Like I say, this fire's a little deep in there at the moment. She's hot though. That's toasty warm. Chucking off some good heat, I'll take it. Once I get some better flame in there, we'll get rid of all this smoke. Flame's coming. There we go. It's always difficult if your air holes. If you're ever building a fire pit, if you want to build one at home for yourself, one of the things you can get is a big old truck rim. If you can get a decent sized truck rim, get one of those, you can bury it in the ground a bit. But put a pipe in the ground underneath. You're going to need to put some gravel under there anyway. But put a pipe in the ground. Just have it coming up clear of the fire, you know, 2-3 feet away, so that there's continuous airflow underneath that fire. But I can tell you now the difference it makes. That's why this is smoky. This is the first fire that's been in here. Go away. Hey, get out of it. See these buggers? See what I mean? They'll even try to take your food off your fire. You see that? Get the hell out of it. What? Yeah, I'm watching you. Yeah, you bugger. If I hadn't turned around then, he'd have had that off there. Now this is a hot fire. They don't care. They'll take your barbecue right off the top there, and yeah, these buggers, they'll take anything. Yeah, this is not for you. I hope that came out on video, just to show you how relentless these buggers are. take your eye off your food for literally a second. They know. They know what's food and what isn't. I'm watching you. Try to steal my food again. I'm having Jay for lunch. That was close, eh? Literally, that you look at the size of that bird, you wouldn't think it would take an entire sausage roll, but they will. They'll pick it up and fly off with it. And they'll just sit up in a tree. You can't get them now. They're up in a tree somewhere with your lunch. Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching you. You little bugger. Warming through nice. Yeah, you're going to try and come up around that side now. They're ganging up on you. We've got one up there, one over there, one just pulled in up there. You've got small kids with you, make sure they wear lead boots. These buggers will fly off with your kids. Maybe not, but anything else for these guys is fair game. I've seen people cooking food on like the picnic table ones. You get a picnic table, they'll put a bunch of stuff on there and they'll turn around and put something on the fire. They turn around, food's gone. Yeah. I had a Tupperware tub once full of stuff. They know there's food in there. Yeah. They dragged it off the table. This bugger was trying to break it open so he could take whatever was inside it. Yeah. You wouldn't think they'd go anywhere near the fire because it's hot, but they will. This is one of the problems when they start to learn that humans equal food. Most people think they're really cute. You can put some food on your hand and put your hand out, they'll come and take it. And then they forget how to hunt for their own food. And that's not good. So my ears are getting cold. Let's warm my ears up a bit. Right, I'll move around that way a bit so I can sit around this side. Them jays are closing in on me. Oh, that is good. Like I say, once I finish warming this through, I'm going to crank this right up. I'm going to get this grill off of here and crank this right up. This one's almost ready to go. And this heat, it's going to get going pretty quick. That is pretty hot. You don't want to cook your food too fast because you'll burn it. Yeah, he's down over there again. Now always remember, your grill and everything's hot. This has an insulated handle, so I'm just going to flip this over to the snow. Let this cool down. Now we get some heat going. Oop, missed that one. Now we can crank it up. Oh, that's nice on your ears. Although this is more a novelty hat than anything else, I can tell you now, it works. I've got a decent one of these in the car. There's another jay. There's 4 of them. It's a trap. If you suddenly see me being dragged away in this chair by 4 jays, send help. Yeah. Oh, that's better. Now we can get a day fly again. Almost time for another cup of tea. All the water is dripping off my shoes, they're pretty good. It's melting. Many years ago. I'm trying to think when now. 5, 6, 7 years ago? Something like that. Yeah, probably something like that. I was sitting here and there's a bit of a ledge just down here and it kind of disappears down to there's a river over here and it disappears down there, and I was sitting here and a black bear came wandering up this slope, across there, literally 40 feet away, and off back down that side there. He turned around, looked at me like that, carried on, and off he went. And I'm sitting there like, that really just happened. It's, then you remember, oh crap, I should have had my bear spray in my hand once it's walked past. Yeah. But literally came up this bank here, cut across, and over that way. I thought, wow, that's something. Yeah. Don't tend to have too much trouble with the black bears. It's grizzly bears you've got to watch out for. Yeah. Any kind of bear can be dangerous. You just got to treat them with respect. Remember that this is their home. This is where they live. We're visiting them. They're not visiting us. So, yeah. That's why you'll see me keep looking over that way, and that's exactly why. Memories. Cloud building across the top of the mountains over there. That's a nice, that hill up over the top of there, that one is one of the foothills. Get up the top of that hill over there, that's about 7 or 8 kilometres as the crow flies straight across. But the top of there, there's some amazing views from up there. It's a little bit of a what's it to get up there, but there ain't no trails from this side, no trails whatsoever. You're bushwhacking the whole way there. I believe way back when there used to be a trail, but not anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is pour myself another cup of tea. That fire is kicking off some very nice heat now. Pour another cup of tea. Enjoy that heat. I'm not too far away from the fire actually. No. Yeah, I guess that's close enough. My footrest has become firewood now. But I'm starting to melt a good ring of gravel around the fire pit now. So with that kind of heat in there, you'll be surprised how quickly that melts. So, on that note, I guess, cheers for coming along. This is Christmas Day 2023. Thanks for coming along. Look at that. Thanks for coming along, and hopefully you watched all this all the way through. That's great. 2024 is a good year, and then maybe in 2024, Christmas 24, I'll be back to do this again. So thanks for coming along. Cheers. Thanks to everybody that's watched my videos throughout the year. I will keep them coming. I always bring the camera along with me so you can join in some of my walk around, all this kind of stuff. But again, thank you very much and have a good 2024.